Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Daytona International Speedway for the second week of our 2025 campaign. This is Daytona 150 qualifying for Season 5 of the Peak Racing Association. I'm your host for today's event, Crimson Cell, and I am joined by two co-commentators here today, Ally and Euro. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hello. Don't think of.
Hey, I'm Euro. I'm pretty familiar with this league. I raced here about 2 seasons ago for a solid 2 races. I just got the commentator role yesterday, so I'm pretty excited to be up in the booth for this season, and I want to see what really happens inside this league.
Yeah, very exciting. Of course, you get to now experience an entire different side. You've been in the car before, but how's it gonna feel watching the cars for you here today, here as we get ready for qualifying?
Well, I don't really know. I haven't really watched Peak Racing Association. I haven't really been getting into it until maybe earlier this December, last December, but um yeah, I think it will be a pretty good experience to see what it's like to how things work around here.
Alright then, well, let's get into our qualifying format. Every car will get 2 laps here. Starting with Real, then Slam Door, DB, going down the list. There will be up to 2 cars on track at once. Although only one will be running timed laps at once. So every car gets 2 laps to set the fastest lap they can, and here today in qualifying, we are setting the front row for the Daytona 150. And then everyone else behind is going to be set into duels, also depending on their qualifying order, and any empty spots in the duels are then filled by drivers who didn't make qualifying. Odd-numbered positions outside of the front row will be set into Duel 1, while even-numbered positions outside of the front row get set into Duel 2. And so, it's going to be really interesting, because not only are people fighting to get on the front row and lock themselves into the 150, but if they can't do that, then they're hoping they can get the perfect time to get into the preferred duel, of course, which is Duel 1. Awkward silence. So,
Yeah.
without any further ado, let's go ahead and get off pit road here and get this started. Now, of course, today's broadcast of Daytona 150 qualifying, the first time we're ever doing this, we will be dedicating it to those who, unfortunately, have lost loved ones or lost properties in the fires in Los Angeles. We wish the best of safety to everyone who has been caught in these unfortunate events. So, without any more to do, let's get this show on the road. The first qualifier will be Real in the number 48 for IR Motorsports as he rolls off of pit road.
Real, quite a star in the Peak Racing Association. Been running Geico, a very loyal sponsor to him for about 3 seasons, I believe. He's gonna run out here for his intro lap.
I believe he actually has won here at Daytona before. I forget when. I think he's won at Daytona before.
2 times the Season 3 Daytona 150, and not the Season 3, the Season 2 Daytona 150, and the Season 4 Daytona 150. Season 3, he came close and got wrecked on the last lap while in the lead.
Yeah, it was so close. Could have been 3 times in a row for real if he was able to keep that car straight on the last lap of that season 3 150. But here he goes. He'll start his lap now.
His first of 2 laps.
Real is a great super speedway merchant. I also think he won Talladega back in like seasons 3, 4.
Real really ripping that outside line right there, giving him a lot of speed. 195, 196 miles an hour coming down the back straightaway off of turn 2.
Well, the outside line does need the run.
Real a bit slower coming in turn numbers 3 and 4. 190, just 5 miles an hour off of how he was going in turns 1 and 2. But a very good corner exit, 196 miles an hour. Coming back to the start-finish line, dives low, keeps off of the on the double yellow line. That's Real.
By the way, set your numbers if you haven't yet.
He's gonna go for his second lap here.
His second and final lap, still on that outside line, picking up speed slowly as he makes his way off of turn number 2, 196 miles an hour. That's really what he's been able to hit.
Go. Sorry, Slam Door now is going to roll off of pit road to begin his outlap as the rest of the field moves forward to that first white line nobody is permitted to cross, as DB nearly crosses it. But anyway, back to Real. Sorry for interrupting. Just try and be quiet after that first lap exiting 2.
So here comes Real back to the start-finish line to complete his second lap.
And pull it off onto the pavement before turn 1. Delete car, reset character.
Here's Slam Door running hard down the back straightaway here. He's sticking to that inside line, unlike Real just last lap. But no, actually Slam Door is going to transition himself to the outside line, 193, slowly picking up the pace as he makes his way off of turn 4 to start his first qualifying lap.
Press right shift, Ethan. You probably hit it on accident. As beginning his first timed lap now, the number 83 of Slam Door here in Daytona. He is a rookie with Ace Alpine Racing. He's attempting to make his first Daytona 150.
Alpine Racing's last win, I believe, or the last one that I saw, came at New Hampshire back in season 4 after a hot pursuit including DB and Laser. So Alpine's Racing is looking for another great feat here in season 5 of the Peak Racing Association.
Third 3 and 4 goes Slam Door in that number 83 Legendary Foods Ford. Comes off turn 4.
Slam Door looking like he's going to be way slower than Real just last lap. He's going 190 in the tri-oval, and he was also going 190 in turns 3 and 4, about 5 miles an hour off from Real as he starts his second time lap.
Maybe the outside lane is the way to go, as you see the 83 going high.
As now DB is going to roll off of pit road to begin his outlap.
DB, a big star in the Peak Racing Association. Lots of wins. But one of his more interesting wins came at Chicagoland Season 4. Pretty controversial after an incident in Turn 3. But even after that, he was able to keep that race win. And it's in the books now.
As Slam Door is going to complete his second lap, pull it onto the pavement before turn 1. Delete car and reset character, and we're going to shift our focus to DB. He is a 3-time winner in the Peak Racing Association, and he is the Season 4 runner-up. He won the Clash last week. He's trying to win the pole now in Daytona 150 qualifying. Reset character, Slam Door.
DB especially good at these super speedway tracks. I mean, he's blistering fast every race, always up at the front. And as Crimson mentioned, won the Clash last week, and all he would like to do now is win that elusive 150.
So taking the high lane like other drivers here in 1 and 2. I believe his first win came last season. Nashville. Could be wrong,
Correct.
though.
DB sticking more to that middle/high lane as other drivers have been doing so far in this qualifying session. Real going a solid 195 miles an hour coming off of turn 4.
He's
Rolling through the trial here. DB going about 195 off the corner.
That's going to put him in second. That is currently on the front row. Slamdor will have to come to the duels if he wants to make the 150.
DB with a solid 52.929, just about a hundredth off of Real with a 52.833.
As Carter's going to roll off of pit road now and begin his outlap. DB now halfway done with his final.
The thing that DB's doing, I think, is that he's just a bit more squirrely and like free. His car is more free in the corner. So I think he's moving around a lot here. So I think that's probably what might be causing it.
Carter, one of the more underrated drivers in this league. I haven't seen him much in this league, but in other leagues I've seen him, and I feel like he has the potential to win quite a few races this season, and especially the Daytona 150. Carter coming 194 into turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, Carter, he is a PRA champion, the Season 2 champion with IR Motorsports when he drove the 93, now piloted by Vaughn.
Here comes to start its first lap, going 190 into turn 1, almost 189. Not looking as fast as some of these other guys.
Carter 193, holding 193/194 coming off of turn 4. He's gonna hard transition to the inside line. He'll now start his second timed lap. He starts it off with a low 190s, losing speed on the inside line. The high line's really been the dominant line, especially with all the grip and speed that's up there. Carter transitions up there, 194. 197 miles an hour down the back straightaway for Carter. That's the fastest I've seen all qualifying session. I've really only seen these drivers hit 195 max before. They probably slow down about 2 miles an hour slower, but Carter hit really high speed down there, which will definitely help his time. He may even take the pole here.
We'll have to see.
As soon as I say Carter may be one of the slower cars, he comes across the line to get
and he does take the pole, 52.583. But that doesn't mean he'll take it forever.
And I completely forget to get the next car out, so that is a short pause. And EJ Designs, the rookie who nearly won the Clash, he'll be the next car out after the first 4. Getting up to speed here, and he's staying on the apron. Everyone else we've seen has just merged straight onto the track. There you go, Ethan, onto the track now. I wonder what this is going to mean for his outlap.
Ethan, a part of Acceleration Racing, just formed during off-season season 5. I believe one of the newer teams has his teammate Buff not attending this qualifying session, I believe, so he's really on his own for now, but he's in that sparkling bright purple Ethan J Designs machine.
And Ethan will come off of turn number 4. He got P3 in the Clash after starting at the front, and he very well could have won if it wasn't for the hard-charging Savage and DD. He answers turn 1.
Coming to turn 1 a bit slower than other drivers. 190 was his entrance, but starting to pick up speed off of turn number 2. It looks like he has the exit speed, but not the entrance speed. 195 down the back.
Staying in the middle, I'm not too sure about that. He goes to the high side as he enters turn number 3.
And next up on this grid will be the number 20 machine of Pat.
Of Patrono. It's not rolling off quite yet, as we are waiting on Ethan, who we see in the background, to P4 on his first timed lap.
That was the first time that Carter had before he improved.
Patrono, a new name in the Peak Racing Association, driving for IDK Racing.
As he rolls
Two
off now.
seasons. 2 seasons is his contract. So, a pretty solid run that he'll likely have in that very beautiful
Patrono.
Caterpillar machine. Bravo to whoever made that.
Go!
As Ethan goes through turns number 3 and 4. A lot of the Toyotas this year, after there being almost none last year, I think.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot.
And he just barely misses out on that front row. Less than a tenth. Delete car respawn character. Don't even bother stopping, just... Yep, thank you.
Ethan lost 5 miles an hour from turn 4 to the trioval, I should note.
Patrono and the Caterpillar number 20 Toyota machine is gonna take it through turns 3 and 4. Sorry, 1 and 2. No, 3 and 4. Yeah, I was right. And he's gonna start his first lap.
Patrono had a difficult time exiting pit road. He was coasting at about 60 miles an hour right after rolling off. Had to get an urge from officiating to go. You cannot coast like that.
And 197 miles an hour matches Carter's speed down the back straightaway is that number 20 machine. Powerful engine under that number 20.
He comes through turns number 3 and 4. He could have a really good time here.
Oh, but he hit the wall. That's gonna hurt him.
Yeah. That's not a good thing.
Still maintaining 194 miles an hour, now 193 down the trioval as he starts his first time lap.
Second.
And second.
Oh,
wow.
second.
By 4 100s, I think.
And you know what probably got him that second position was that 197, and he hits 197 down the back straightaway again.
As Core is now going to roll off of pit road in that number 24 for IR Motorsports. And please remember to try and be quiet once that guy completes their first lap and they're exiting too, so that I can do that.
Carter still has the lead here in qualifying by 3/10 over Patrono. But off of turn 4, that might change. He didn't hit the wall that time. Across the line, it's gonna be just a slight improvement here. 52.813.
Delete car reset character. Delete car reset character. Delete car reset character. Thank you.
Next on the grid will be the number 31 machine of Max, driving for Slide Job Danny Racing. 2 seasons is his contract, so I'd say he's a pretty solid driver, pretty solid contender for the race win.
Here comes Core across the line to start his first lap. Trying for IR Motorsports.
Once again, riding the top, just like everyone else, trying to build up speed on this first qualifying lap. Because you can improve on the second, but the likelihood is slim. We've seen routinely in practice qualifying runs, people tend to set their fastest lap on their first. Core 191 into turns 3 and 4.
And he only hit 194 down the back. This may be a slower lap, but I think he might have just grazed the wall there.
Slowly but surely picking up speed, now losing it. He couldn't really quite hit 195. He'll finish his lap with 192
What?
miles an hour. That will put him last currently with a 53.2, about 200ths off of Slam Door.
He's going to enter just below the high lane.
Trying to maybe cut some time off on entry and exit. There is no highline on entry and exit, so that is a big spot to cut off time. We did see Carter doing that.
And Core, unlike other drivers, is losing a significant amount of speed coming into turn 1. His engine just can't quite get past 195 miles an hour, and that's definitely what is limiting him as he comes off turn 4.
Middle off of 4 here. I just don't think he has the car to run the highline. He's going to come through, and he's going to get one position with a 52.97.
And once again, I do think I forgot to get another car out. Max Blugio is going to roll off of pit road, our 8th qualifier of the day.
Good job, Danny Racing.
Another rookie here. Gonna bunch of rookies here.
His team owner Napa is currently in the field waiting for his turn, matching with the number 1 machine of Beast.
Comes on the backstretch here on the inside, gonna slowly go up to the top.
Max actually has 2 team owners. Both of his team owners are in this field today. The other one being Aiden in that Eero 21 machine. Oh. Wait, just Napa owns the team?
Napa and Aiden own the team.
Max Blugio can come across the line to start his first lap.
Yeah, I'm looking on the roster. I'm seeing both of them as team owners. So.
Yeah, they both own the team. They co-own it.
I think we're gonna have a pretty good fight for Rookie of the Year this season.
Max 193 down the back straightaway, slightly slower than others. Losing speed actually coming into the turn, but he'll get it back up, especially if he's running this high line here.
So here he comes through turns number 3 and 4 off the corner. Max Blugio is going to come to the line to start his second lap, I think, yeah.
His first lap, a 53.25, that puts him at the bottom of the qualifying order, as through turns 1 and 2, once again on the high line, we'll see what he can get on the exit of 2, but the next car just about to exit pit road, that is Savage in the 77. He is a one-time PRA winner. That came in his rookie season, last season at Dover, the first of 2 Dover races that season.
Here comes Max Blugio. Let's see if he can improve on his slow time on his first lap. And no. I mean, he improved.
I've seen a little bit of a pattern between these, between all these drivers. It seems like the guys who run the inside tend to be just, I'm specifically the guys who tend to run the inside, especially on the trivals, seem to be a little bit slower than the guys who's running high all lap, and I think it's because they're under more stress in terms of turning, which really caps their speed a little bit.
Wrong car. Zaid. Sorry. Continue.
Savage on the high lane here in 1 and 2 goes down to the bottom, down the back straightaway.
Get a ski on,
But
by the way, Fusion Core.
Next up is the Uno duo, Beast and Nappa.
here goes Savage through turns number 3 and 4. Hits 195, 196 off the corner.
Big speed for Savage off of turn 4. That'll definitely help his time. 193 across the start-finish line. Savage is currently, I believe, 6th on the board with a 52.950.
I think he's just gotta do this in turns 1 and 2, and he could probably be one of the fastest guys out here. 195 off the corner, 194, mostly only stuttering on 195.
This Beast rolls off of pit road. Please remember to be quiet off of 2 when they complete their first lap.
Beast has been in a situation a few times where he had to win a race and it just came oh so short. I believe one of those times came at somewhere in season 4, but Beast hoping for better luck this season.
Yeah, he's only won once, and that was New Hampshire last season in a thrilling finish with 2 lightning-fast racing cars chasing him down. As it does appear Savage is done, and Zayden Core just left. Alright.
197 off the corner for Beast.
That's another driver who has gone up to that speed. Probably will definitely be within the top 5 or top 3 even, if he keeps this up.
Currently, Carter and Petrona will hold the front row for the Daytona 500.
No, he's not. 150.
193, 194, picking up big speed off of turn number 2. Will he get back up to 197 that he just did a lap ago? Looks like he's capped to 195. But all I can tell you is that that is a powerful engine under the hood of that number 1 machine.
Through 3 and 4 he goes. Off the corner here, he's going to hit 187.
Again,
He's going to keep it there.
way faster than other drivers, especially in that part of the track. Beast will be put... Where's Beast?
Second, that is on the front row on the outside after his first lap. The next car off, 2-time PRA champion Nappa, who has just switched to Ford this season as he rolls off of pit road. He's going for his 3rd championship in a row in season number 5, and his first Daytona 150. If he wins the pole tonight, that's his first 150 pole. The other Uno car in the field. As Beast is out of 4.
Nappa, the shining star in the sky for his team, and especially this league for Ace Alpine Racing. But though his contract is only a season, so we'll have to see how that goes when that ends.
This is his last season. He has announced his retirement after season 5, so this is his last shot at a 3rd championship, his last shot at a 150, you name it.
Sounds like he's trying to get a championship with every manufacturer.
Nappa has accomplished so many things, especially in the world of Peak Racing Association. It'll be pretty sad to see him go after this season, but it's time for a new star.
Through 1 and 2 he goes.
Next on the grid after Nappa will be that number 16 machine, another Accelerate Racing driver. That's Buff here, man. Teammate of Ethan.
As Nappa, through 3 and 4, he's going to reach 195, barely down to 194 down the front stretch. Probably going to be 193 across the line, and that's going to give him 7th place after his first timed lap.
Nappa not a very good position for the 150.
Yeah, and he wasn't really running the top there on his first lap because now he's running the top down through 1 and 2.
And about to roll out is that number 16 Wendy's Spicy Chicken Machine. He's in the throttle. He's ready to show everyone what he can do in the Peak Racing Association. The entire team of Accelerate Racing, owned by me, is our rookies. Very excited to see what these two can do in the Peak Racing Association. I have high hopes, high expectations. I want those two Toyotas to be fast.
Nathan improves to P4.
Delete car reset character. As
Another rookie, wow.
Vaughn Diesel.
Carter has just been impossible to beat.
Buff will start his first time to lap, coming off of the tri-oval 190 miles an hour. Will he stay low? Will he go up?
And news has just came through. Max Blugio will not be making the duels next week, so his chances at the 150 were crushed a few minutes ago.
195 down the back straightaway for Buff, one of the more faster drivers in that sector of the racetrack. Big momentum coming into turns 3 and 4. Didn't even get to 190. He's back up to acceleration. 194, 195. Can he get past?
Down the straightaway, I think he might have hit 195 down there off of 4.
He'll
190.
hold it at 193. Buff will be fourth to last with a 52.950. That will be 1, 2, 3 spots behind his teammate.
As now we're going to see System in the 25 roll off of pit road. The other IDK racing car, the third one, Kirby, in the 60, he was not able to show up. So it's just Patrono and System. Patrono just got knocked out of the pole. Not the pole, second place. However, he is still in Duel 1.
I do not believe Bufferman can do anything. You're only 194 maybe off the corner. So he's going to head across the line. 192. He gets nothing there.
And that is the end of his qualifying run. Delete car, respawn vehicle. Respawn vehicle, respawn. And I am still waiting on... Oh, Fusion Core is in the VC, good. Let me TP Fusion. Make sure to just put a scheme on your car when you respawn it. You are a Camaro.
System in the number 25 Toyota Camry. I forgot about this guy, but I do remember seeing this car in one of the tests, I think.
Yeah, he has shown up multiple times, driving that Cinnamon Toast Crunch scheme here down into turns 3 and 4, 191, 192.
Grazes the wall.
Next on the grid after JDA will be that number 93 machine of Echo. Bright.
Use
For
the
the night
banners, please. System goes to the end of the qualifying order. He has one more lap to prove himself, though.
Currently, I guess P12 since Max Blugio isn't making that.
As Vaughn in the number 93 for IR Motorsports now going to roll off of pit road. We'll see what he can do. He's had quite the history with the team. He first signed to the team in the number 88, finishing second at NGMP and having a disastrous race at Talladega in Season 4, leaving the team. Comes back in the 24 later on, wins Daytona, wins Dover, leaves again, and now he's signed with the team a third time, this time in their flagship car, the 93. As System finishes his second lap, he's gonna pull it down, delete the car, and respawn his character. Vaughn's now the center of attention as he heads out of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway to begin his first timed lap.
196, nearly 197 miles an hour down the tri-oval. That is a powerful engine under the hood of that number 93 machine. He'll start his, I believe, first time lap or second time lap
First.
of this qualifying set, or first.
And that bright green relay Chevrolet, he goes through 1 and 2.
Big acceleration through those corners. He'll have a lot of momentum up down the back straightaway. Has no help from that outside line. That's usually in the corners, so he'll have to make something work coming into turns 3 and 4. Next on the grid after Vaughn will be Aiden in that number 21 car.
Vaughn will come off of turns number 3 and 4. I'm hitting about 195 there. He's gonna come across the line, and he only gets just above System, so he's P12.
Wondering if he's going to revert back to a line that he knows works, this time for his second timed lap, as Aiden, owner of Sled Job Danny Racing, driving the 21 for Ace Alpine Racing, is going to roll off of pit road.
I'm seeing fast drivers, slow times is what I'm seeing on the board here.
See what Vaughn can do here in his second timed lap.
Can he salvage it from P12? Something he doesn't want. He wants to start way up, way up, so he can get the best possible starting position in the 150. This is the moment of truth. Will he advance? Will he stay where he is?
10th.
He will.
P10.
Up by P7. Just not many spots, but hey, it's an improvement.
As here we have Aiden in the number 21 coming off turns number 4, and he is going to start his first lap here.
Does anyone else need to... Oh, I believe I need to TP. There you go. By the way, make sure to set your numbers and then put a scheme. Both of those things. Anyway. Aiden in the 21 was a championship contender in Season 3, lost out to Napa. He is also won, I can only recall 2 times, and that's Season 2 Talladega and the Season 4 Clash. I might be missing other times, but that's all I can remember at this moment. Oh, the Season 1 championship race as well. Anyway, out of turn number 4, I believe to begin his first timed lap, or begin his second.
And the Fords during this qualifying session have been blistering fast. Basically kind of on par with the Toyotas. It's been the Chevys that have been kind of lacking behind. Aiden wants to be a part of that top 5 party. Can he make it happen?
He's already in 4th.
Yeah. So he is currently blocked at the top 5. For qualifying at least.
As I should have had Zayden go, but I will wait now because I screwed that up.
So as I said, I stand correct. The Fords remain fast. Aiden 4th on the grid for the Daytona 150.
He has one more lap though. Let's see, what can he do here?
One more shot to improve, but he's already in a good position.
And that's it, P4.
Oh, and also Storm
He'll
here.
slam his front to the inside wall. Next up on the grid is Zayden. Is that Zayden? Yeah, Zayden with that number 71 K-Love machine.
Please use banners.
Let's
That's
see.
Fusion Core. Fusion Core rolls off of pit road. He is a veteran, technically, as he did compete in Season 3. He didn't actually make any official starts, however, he did have the ride.
That number 71 Levi and Family Racing inspired machine.
Next and last will be Storm in that number 74 Monster Energy car. One of the more talented drivers in the Peak Racing Association.
Coming through turns.
Question is, can he keep that legacy?
Coming through turns number 3 and 4 here. Fusion Core will start his first lap here.
Fusion 196, nearly 197 miles an hour off of turn 4. 197 has been the magic number all qualifying because most of the drivers who've hit that number get really up high on that timing board.
As Fusion running a really good line here, 196 off the corner, drops to 195 down the back.
And he's still holding it pretty well. He'll have the momentum coming into turn 3 and 4.
Carter's just been unbeatable for all of qualifying since he went out 4th.
I think Zayden's a contender to beat Carter, though.
He's in car.
Fast speeds throughout the entire qualifying lap. He holds 196, 195, back down to 194. Moment of truth.
Third.
Third on the board, 52.763. What a lap.
He may be able to get on the front row. The edge was a bit low into turn number 1. Here he comes through 1 and 2.
Still has one more shot to get higher, though, but he wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get higher. He's already pretty high.
He's running a very similar line to Carter. Can he put a Chevrolet back on the pole for the Daytona 150? This is one of Chevy's final 2 chances of qualifying.
197 miles an hour off of turn 4, the magic number.
Here he comes, down the front and across the trioval he goes.
Not quite enough.
Improves his time, but doesn't improve position.
Storm is gonna go next.
And Storm
what a bravo
drives
qualifying
off
run,
pit
though.
road. What a great job for his first technical start in anything in PRA, though. Just not quite it. Storm now on his outlap. This is Chevrolet's last chance at a pole unless one more Chevy driver miraculously just shows up right here.
I'm not seeing it for Storm, though. He's maintaining 190 miles an hour down the back straightaway.
This is his outlap.
Well, and he was warming up the tires from the back. 196 off the corner, wow.
Okay, maybe I was wrong, Storm.
And that
maybe
was
a contender for that top 3.
Yeah, and keep in mind, that was without anything from turns 1 and 2.
He starts off his lap with 193.
This could be a great story.
Transitions high into 1. Acceleration 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 196, nearly 7 off of turn number 2.
If he doesn't hit 197, I don't think he'll have enough as he comes on the back 194. 193 entering turns number 3 and 4. He can't
Big
keep that.
momentum to turns 3 and 4.
Thing is, here's the thing. I'm not seeing him steering as much down the straightaways. I'm not seeing him making as many erratic movements in the corners. He's a lot smoother than any other driver, and that's proven to be a deciding factor when it comes to qualifying at these super speedways. First lap, 4th place for Storm.
52.733, just barely behind Fusion.
This
Here we go.
could
See,
be it.
it's
Just needs to be
really
a
sticking
little
up
more
a-
aggressive.
ooh, but a bad 1 and 2.
maintaining 194.3 now down the back straightaway. He'll have solid momentum coming to turns 3 and 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Can he get to 6?
Yes.
196? No, 197, but still very fast for Storm.
And as he comes across the line, it's gonna be nothing.
Still
And Carter wins the Daytona 150 pole.
And Beast is on his outside. That's Ford Chevy, the front row. And I believe that's the first time in Daytona 150 history that a Ford sits first in qualifying. That is very impressive for Carter. He has always been a great qualifier at these super speedways. Let's get a few interviews before we cap off qualifying. What a qualifying session it's been. The first time we've ever used this format to decide the Daytona 150. Let's go ahead and call up your pole sitter from Daytona 150 for the Daytona 150. Carter in the 80. Hey Carter, it's Crimson Incel from the PRA booth. You got me?
Yep.
Well, what a lap that was early in the session. How did you manage, would you say, what was your deciding factor in this pole position here tonight?
Man, I don't really understand. I mean, I didn't really do much practice for this qualifying lap here. I didn't expect to find such speed. I mean, during the Clash qualifying, I only found about a .75 or so, and I didn't practice since, so I didn't expect to find so much speed here today. So, very pleased with this car that was brought here. And I'm ready to go on to next week. Or sorry, the week after next week, and try and compete in the 150 and win. But it's definitely going to be a good way to start on pole and lock it up, so I don't, have to attend the duels. Because when are the duels again?
The duels are next week, Saturday. They're probably 7 Eastern, knowing how the drivers have been voting so far this year.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I don't have to attend that, because I'm going to be busy next Saturday. As that will be my birthday, so
Well,
I'm very
happy,
glad I don't have to do that.
yeah, well, happy early birthday to you.
Jeez, bro. Sorry, the
Seems like
people
William-
living above me just dropped like a bomb on my head.
Seems like what I'm hearing from Napa here. Fast time, doesn't know why.
Well, congratulations on your pole position here for the Daytona 150 2 weeks from now, Carter. We'll see what you can do with that. Last season, Real won the 150 from the pole. Do you think you're able to do that this year?
I mean, I feel a great amount of speed in this car. I think we can go up there and do it. Just need to hold our lines and be good.
Alright then. Well, thank you for your time, Carter.
Thank you.
Alright, next driver we're going to interview. First driver, see what I just said in chat. Alright, we're going to be interviewing Storm. Storm had a pretty good qualifying session. He'll be in he'll be in Duel 2. He'll be first place in Duel 2, actually, to start his duel for the Daytona 150. A Savage Motorsports car. Drove a Toyota last season, showed promise, and Savage jumped at the opportunity to sign him. Let's call up that number 74 of Storm. Hey, Storm, Crimson Incel in the PRA booth. You got me?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Well, fourth place. He showed a lot of promise in that first lap. Unfortunately, lap 2 did not go as planned, as turns 1 and 2 a lot slower than anticipated. Walk us through how you felt through that.
I kind of wanted to break everything. I got into turn 2 and I wasn't thinking, and I was just sitting in the middle lane, so I only got up to like 194. I didn't get the run I wanted off the corner, and I just lost off the backstretch. But still glad to be leading the second duel.
Well, the duels, there are less cars in the duels than there would be in a regular points-paying race. Do you think that'll work out in your favor? Is it going to be harder to work through the field with less draft, less people to work with, and everyone trying to get a spot in the Daytona 150?
I don't think it'll be too much of a problem. I know Daytona, but I've always had bad luck in this league. Horrible consistency, you know. I don't know. I'm just gonna try and do something with this new team this year. First time I've been signed to a good, promising team, so I'll try and do something with it. Hopefully, we can, you know, get a good spot going into the 150 and win. But
All right,
it's a
then.
lot easier to say than to do.
Yeah, of course. Euro, Ally, if he's still here. No, they're both gone. Alright, it's just me now. Huh, fun. Well, congratulations on starting first in your duel a week from now, Storm. And I wish you luck when we get there.
Thank you.
First person to say what I just said in lobby gets the final interview of the day. Alright, we'll be interviewing the number 93 of Vaughn for IR Motorsports. Hey Vaughn, it's Crimson still in the PRA booth, you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you were very confident coming into this qualifying session, talking in the IR Motorsports team server consistently, and came up just short. How are you feeling?
Really doesn't feel good at all, man. You know, you practice for like 5 days, end on end every day, and yeah, I ran the same line I practiced, and just didn't work out. Car didn't have enough speed, so I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it looks like we're gonna have a dogfight in the duels to try and make it, but yeah, I'm gonna just race the duels myself. I don't feel like putting my trust in anyone else's hands, so I'll be racing the duels myself.
Well, luckily for you, you managed to land yourself in the preferred duel number 1 here in Daytona. How do you think that's going to work out in your favor? Because if you make the Daytona 150, you'll be starting on that inside line. How's that going to work out for you?
Uh, just hopefully I just have some teammates I can work with. I prefer to work with my teammates. But when that dual lineup comes out, I'll see who I have good relationships within that duel, and yeah, hopefully we can make it to the 150. This is not the result that we wanted to have for speed weeks, but we take our L and we move on stronger.
Alright then, well, thank you for your time, and I wish you luck in your duel a week from now, Vaughn. Well, that was Vaughn, driver the number 93 for IR Motorsports, and that's about all we have time with. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's broadcast of Daytona 150 qualifying. My name's Chris Incel, I was your host for today's event, and I'll see you a week from now for both Duel 1 and 2 to finish setting the lineup for the 5th annual Daytona 150. Until then, I'll be tuning out. See you.